So guys, I got something I want to talk about today. This isn't going to be like a normal, fun, goofy video. This is a little bit more serious. And it's serious because this is something that's important to me. This is something that I've gone through before, and I want to bring awareness, I want to bring attention to this situation. Right now in the art community, there's a lot of noise being made about an ad campaign from H&M. And basically how they used a graffiti artist, and not just any graffiti artist, a very well-known graffiti artist named REVOK. And not only did they use his artwork without his permission, now they're just attacking artists' rights in general. So I'm not gonna get too deep into the specifics of everything that's been going on and how this all started, but I'm gonna leave a link in the description to a Hypebeast article written by my friend Kieth. I'll also leave a link to his Instagram. So go check that out and give the article a read. I'm gonna be referring to it throughout this discussion, but go check it out. Read through the whole thing on your own because it's pretty important. So basically, H&M released an ad campaign this week that prominently features REVOK's artwork. And now when I say it's prominently featured, I mean it's like the whole creative basis of this campaign. It's not like they were just walking by it and it just happens to be in the background somewhere. I mean, it's the whole ad campaign. And now H&M says they hired an outside production company to create the ad, and they scouted the location and they got permission. I guess it was a park in New York City, and they got permission from the proper people to use the location, and they were told that the art on the wall is legal and they didn't care, you know, do whatever you want. And I understand that, you know, me being the production guy, I'm the person, you know, that they would come to create something like this. So I've been through this. I know what it's like scouting locations. That said, I'm an artist first, and I would never make someone else's art the basis of a creative thing that I'm doing. It baffles me why a production house would think that this was okay. And now, you know, I've been through situations like this with big companies like H&M, and I'm not gonna name any names or anything like that because this whole rant isn't about me. It's about the art world in general and how people just take advantage of us. It's hard enough to make a living as an artist. This just happened to be REVOK. I'm sure they didn't know whose work they were using. I mean, it's probably a good thing that it was someone as well known as him and not just some random little guy, because they couldn't make the noise about it that this whole community has been making. So anyways, H&M released this ad campaign and there was pretty much immediate backlash. REVOK sent them a cease and desist letter, and instead of doing the right thing and just admitting their mistake, H&M decided to file a lawsuit of their own and claim that any artwork done illegally in public has no grounds for copyright claims and that it can be used by anybody for anything. And here's how H&M responded to the cease and desist letter. Under the circumstances in which your client's claimed artwork is the product of criminal conduct, Mr. Williams, that's REVOK, has no copyright rights to assert. The entitlement to copyright protection is a privilege under federal law that does not extend to illegally created works. So after that statement was released, the backlash became monumental, and pretty much every street artist in the world had something to say about it, and that trickled down to the fashion world and just the art scene and social media scene in general. And all these people are calling for an all-out boycott on H&M. And look, I want to like H&M. I wish they had done the right thing here, but they, you know, they just didn't. I can't defend them. I want to like them. I like their mission, their fashion for all thing that they do. And I mean, yeah, the clothes suck and they fall apart, but they're affordable and they're stylish, and you know, I get it. I like what they're doing. But, oh man, I can't support this brand anymore. Especially because it doesn't stop there. Oh, it gets worse. After all of this blew up in their face, they released another statement basically apologizing. This is what they said. H&M respects the creativity and uniqueness of artists no matter the medium. We should have acted differently in our approach to this matter. It was never our intention to set a precedent concerning public art or to influence the debate on the legality of street art. As a result, we are withdrawing the complaint filed in court. We are currently reaching out to the artist in question to come up with a solution. We thank you for your comments and concerns. As always, your voice matters to us. That sounds so great, doesn't it? It just sounds amazing. It's what everyone wanted to hear. Here's the problem. They're still going ahead with this. They lied. As of right now, when I'm recording this, the word on the street is that this lawsuit is still happening. They haven't dismissed the case, even though they said they were going to. I talked to my friend Kieth, who wrote this article before I filmed this video, just to get his blessing on talking about it here to you guys. And he told me that he heard from REVOK's attorney that they haven't withdrawn. They're still fighting. They're still pushing for this. This is what Kieth writes in the article. However, in a contradictory statement, Jeff Gluck, attorney to Williams, that's REVOK, relayed to Hypebeast that this evening I spoke with counsel for H&M. They informed me that they are not in fact dismissing the lawsuit. He also writes, it's also important to note that at the time of writing, H&M's aforementioned campaign is still live. That was yesterday. The campaign is still live today. This is not only did they steal the artwork and then claim that there's no grounds for copyright, it's anyone's property to use, then they apologized, said they were gonna drop it, leave it alone, they wanted to fix this, and they lied. They're still going ahead with it. All that said, I hate talking bad about anybody. Any company, I deal with companies like this all the time, and I always like to think that people have the best intentions, but this is it's ridiculous. All I can say is that I am 100% on REVOK's side. I think most of everybody is. It's hard to feel bad for H&M, especially after the other stuff that's gone on recently with stealing other artwork and using it on shirts and hoodies and stuff. And then that whole monkey in the jungle thing. I mean, it's really hard to feel bad for H&M. Like I said, I want to like them. I want to. But, they've done everything in their power to make me not like them. And, just something else. REVOK did make a statement to Hypebeast that says this: if H&M would have asked for my permission to use my work, I would have said no. H&M sees value in my art to help sell their products, but sees no value in me or my work. And I think that is what's resonating with artists so much. The fact that we get taken advantage of so easily by so many people. Everybody thinks that we should just be working for free, or no one wants to pay us what we're worth. But what people don't realize, especially brands like this, is without the artists, they would be nothing. If they didn't have creative people doing visual creative things to help sell their stuff or design their stuff or whatever it is, they would not have a business. They need us. And because of that, they should treat us with a little bit more respect than this. And that's where I'm gonna end this. I wanna know your opinions though. What do you think about this? Do you think H&M is right? Do you think H&M is wrong? What do you think they should have done differently? I'm curious, I wanna hear from you guys. For now, I will not be purchasing anything from H&M. That said, I will also not be vandalizing their stores. But I am getting a little smile on my face from the graffiti artists that are taking pleasure in doing that. That's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.